Welcome to Building a Character, where I'm going to be building your favorite characters using Pathfinder and Spheres of Power. Check the description for the character sheet, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications. Back to more anime builds. Today it's going to be Yuuji Itadori from everyone's new flavor of the month anime, Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh god. Joking aside, it's a nice show, go watch it. What are the goals of the build? Goal number one is the cursed energy everyone uses in the show. It's basically magic, but there has to be a new anime word for it. Goal number two is the Black Flash. That's something that it's not something special to him, but it's something he learns how to do with a little bit of nuance, if that's the word I'm looking for. And goal number three is the hands. Any character that I make that is unarmed, that is going to be one of the goals, because I can never come up with a third goal. It might change, it might not. On to the race. It's another human. You already know the drill. +2 constitution from race, mixed blood trait for giant's blood, and the skilled race feature. Take improved initiative, because going first is always nice, and enjoy the fresh hands that you'll be delivering. On to stats. 15 point buy as usual, but roll for stats if your DM tells you to. Here's the weird one. First, strength, constitution, and wisdom are going to be at 14. He's strong, he takes a lot of hits, and he's willful enough to wrestle control of his body from the great curse that I'll be making not next week, probably 3 weeks, because I'll be on vacation again. Number two is dexterity, intelligence, charisma will all be at 10. Because he's an animating character, he's good at everything. We can't have that, but he's an idiot, so I'm just going to drop those stats. While he is fast, I just decided not to put dexterity up there because we need wisdom more than dexterity. We'll kick things off with a first level of the elemental fist archetype of striker. You gain the boxing, brute, or open hand sphere for free. You also gain the nature sphere for free. Pick the fire or earth package for some nice fire or extra bludgeoning damage on your attacks. You also gain tension and tension techniques. There's also an AC bonus based on your con modifier and level that'll stack with unarmored training. Be sure to choose your martial tradition and pick up the destruction and dual wielding spheres. You'll need them both later on for some more damage. Key to this level will be muscular reflexes for some more of attacks of opportunity based on your strength modifier. Second level elemental fists gain striker art and attention boost. The striker art you'll take at this level is the natural combo. All of your unarmed attacks that round benefit from the nature sphere package of your choice. Basically, at level 20, your unarmed attacks will be doing 4d6 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 fire, electricity, cold, or whatever nature damage that you picked. Can also be bludgeoning if you took earth, if I remember correctly. With a tension boost, you start the first round of combat, including surprise rounds, with a tension point. Think of this as your cursed energy supply that recharges as you fight. Of course, you'll also have a spell pool, but that's beside the point. Third level elemental fists gain uncanny dodge and drill knuckle. Drill knuckle makes your unarmed strikes ignore 2 points of DR or hardness. And at 6th level and every 3 levels after, you ignore an additional point. Feat at this level will be powerful build for a size increase on them unarmed attacks. 4th level elemental fists gain desperate tension. You can never start a round without a tension point. Basically, it's free tension. Stat increases this level will be +1 constitution. 5th level elemental fists gain another striker art and tension training. Tension training has a full chart. I'll let you read it on your own. I'll probably put it in the description. The art at this level will be speed natural. You can now use natural fist as a free action. Beat this level will be spell attack, for adding your destructive blast energy strikes to your regular attacks. 6th level elemental fists gain a buff to drill knuckle. 7th level elemental fists gain pummeling punisher and a buff to tension boost. Whenever you use the rapid pummel tension technique, you can spend an additional 2 points of tension to make 2 attacks instead of 1. Both attacks suffer from a -4 penalty. The feat at this level will be unorthodox unarmed training. Basically, you pick 2 spheres that don't normally contribute to your unarmed attack scaling. Now they can. They have to be combat spheres though, so pick the equipment sphere and the dual wielding sphere. 8th level Elemental Fist, gain another Striker Art. Take Iron Body for a 3dr/dash after spending a tension point on it. Stat increase at this level is +1 Constitution. 9th level Elemental Fist, gain a buff to Drill Knuckle. Feat at this level will be Dual Wielding Mystic Fusion. Please tell me by this point you've picked up the Dual Wielding Sphere. You can dual wield unarmed attacks, by the way. 10th level Elemental Fist, gain Rising Tension. You gain 1 point of tension at the start of your turn. At 16th level, you gain 2 points. 11th level Elemental Fist, gain another Striker Art. Take Iron Soul. You can now spend 2 tension points as an immediate action to ignore any of the following conditions for rounds equal to your Constitution modifier. Blinded, deafened, entangled, fatigued, sickened, shaken, or staggered. Once a specific instance of a condition has been ignored, it cannot be ignored for another 24 hours or until you've rested for 8 hours, whichever comes first. Feat of this level will be Dual Wielding Mystic Strike. Now you can dual attack with your Energy Strike. Don't forget, since you're using unarmed attacks, with your natural combo, both of your unarmed attacks now benefit from your nature package. So it would be 4d6 bludgeoning. Let's say you took the fire nature, 4d6 fire, and then let's say you took let's say you took Searing Blast Energy Strike for your destructive blast. Your first attack would be 4d6 bludgeoning plus 4d6 fire. Your second attack would be 4d6 bludgeoning plus 4d6 fire plus 4d8 fire. If you take Rippling Blows, you can add another attack to that. 12th level Elemental Fist, gain improved Uncanny Dodge and a buff to Drill Knuckle. Stat increase at this level will be +1 Strength. 13th level Elemental Fist, gain Tension Boost. Gain a buff to Tension Boost. Feat at this level will be Vital Strike. Now we're hitting home. 14th level Elemental Fist, gain another Striker Art, take Steel Heart. You add the following conditions to what you can ignore with the Iron Soul Striker Art, although you must expend an additional tension point when ignoring them. Dazed, exhausted, frightened, nauseated, paralyzed, or stunned. 15th level Elemental Fist, gain a buff to Drill Knuckle. Feat of this level will be Improved Vital Strike. 16th level Elemental Fist, gain a buff to Rising Tension. Stat increase at this level will be +1 Strength. 17th level Elemental Fist, gain another Striker Art, take Critical Tension. You can spend 4 tension points to treat a successful attack with an unarmed strike as a critical threat, and you gain a bonus to confirmation rolls equal to your Constitution modifier. Although the crit multiplier will be ×2 even if it wasn't. Feat this level will be Greater Vital Strike. 18th level Elemental Fist, gain a buff to Drill Knuckle. 19th level Elemental Fist, gain a buff to Tension Boost. Feat this level is a free one, pick whatever you want. 20th level Elemental Fist, that'll be our capstone. Gain Ultimate Tension and another Striker Art. Take the Adrenaline Surge Striker Art for some free temp HP, and because of Ultimate Tension, you gain 7 tension at the start of your first turn in combat, including surprise rounds. You also have no limit to how much tension you can possess, and if you possess the High Tension Striker Art, you can immediately swap it for another Striker Art. The Striker You also reduce the cost of all abilities which require attention by 1 to a minimum of 1. Stat increase at this level will be +1 dexterity. Now it's time for the pros and cons of the build. For pros, you have elemental damage on all of your attacks, so even if something has resistance to bludgeoning, you can still hit them with fire or electricity or cold or whatever nature package you picked on top of your destructive blast. You deal consistent DPS, that consistent DPS being the 4d6 times 3 on your first attack plus 4d6 fire because of your natural strike. Then you have your second attack being 4d6 bludgeoning plus 4d6 fire plus 4d8 fire from your destructive blast. Then you have your rippling blows, which would be 4d6 bludgeoning plus 4d6 fire. Then you can have, whatever other means you have to gain more unarmed attacks per round, but you're essentially dealing 4d6 bludgeoning plus 4d6 fire every single round, as long as you keep that striker art maintained. Number 3, you have a rather good health pool. Of course, it could be higher with magic weapons, but for what it is, it's pretty okay. For cons, you're all body and no brain, so your physical stats, mine's dexterity, are all really, really good. But for skill points and for charisma, you're never going to be doing anything special. Just let your rogue or somebody handle all the charisma and let your wizard do all the skill checks. Only thing you need to do is punch. You have rather low will saves thanks to the striker class. I've been putting this con a lot, and I don't like that. Anyway, you have a low caster level. Also, because of the striker class, you count as a low caster, so you're not getting the full benefit of your destructive blast. I think it actually stops at 48. I can't remember, but anyway, that's beside the point. I hope you enjoyed. I've been really inconsistent with these. I'm sorry. I've just been kind of sitting back on it. I've been considering stopping, but that's mostly because it's a bit of a selfish reason. I haven't been seeing as much growth as I would like, but for those of you that actually watch, thank you. Just know that I haven't forgotten about you. Next time will be Sukuna from the same show. I'm still working on his build, so it'll probably take a little bit longer for me to figure out.